Thought Cops, the only podcast where every week we police the mean streets of the internet because, hey, somebody's got to do it. And then we let you be the judge, the jury, and the executioner in the court of public opinion. Coming to you live from Neo Chicago, I am Officer Kevin.
I'm Officer Grant.
What's up, Grant?
Nothing. I almost forgot to put on my sunglasses.
I was going to say, I turned away for a second, and then bam, there they are.
Because, the thing with, we're doing these video episodes. I don't know if you guys listen at home, if you know that we're doing these video episodes. You can find them on YouTube. I like this because then it's like you can't tell where I'm looking, Because sometimes you look at yourself right there on that monitor, and you're like, no, I can tell that I'm looking at myself on the monitor. I got to look at the camera so I can face the camera, but look at the monitor. This is convincing, right?
For the folks who actually are not with us, basically,
know.
When the episode starts, Grant is like that meme, Deal With It, where the sunglasses just descend on his face from out of nowhere.
I'm Ben Shapiro eviscerates lib
is that
deal with it.
Is that where that started?
That was very prevalent. It didn't start there, but it was like embarrassingly prevalent on the internet.
I see.
Ben Shapiro SmackDown meme.
Well, before we embarrass ourselves any further, let us give a warm welcome to a brand new guest to the show. We have Mads Horwath here with us tonight, folks. Could you believe it? How are you, Mads?
Good. Today I will be playing the role as Andrew Tate.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
I'm nervous now.
Why? Are you a woman?
Well,
that's what I've been watching. That's what I've been watching on the internet. They're like, oh, internet stuff. So I've been watching Andrew Tate. And honestly, misogyny, yada, human trafficking. The way he talks is the sort of cadence of those smarmy libertarian kids from high school that just are like, you just know that if you actually did your research and that's how he talks. Yeah, and it's like, oh my God.
I try and avoid that. If Andrew Tate video shows up on my feed, I just block it. I just get this out of here. Get rid of it.
We got a cat in the bookshelf, folks.
Got a cat.
Woo! YouTube.com/ThoughtCops. You can see a cat on the bookshelf. Mads, you are a local comedian and you're also a cartoonist for the New Yorker. How has that been for you?
A little closer on that mic if you can.
They haven't published me in months, so it hasn't been great.
Okay. Well, I feel like you have had a good number of pieces published through them, so that's sort of exciting. How did that all come together? How did you and the who's that mascot character for the New Yorker with the
guy with
Eustace Tilley?
Yeah, how did you two link up?
Truthfully, I just made a portfolio of comics, or just print them out, put them in a portfolio, and just waited in the lobby of the World Trade Center until the editor walked by, and then she
my word.
Yeah. He was like, ew. And then but her name is Emma, and then she's like, okay, yeah, just come up to my office and we'll look at them. And then she did, and she was like, oh, these are really great. So here's my card. Now you start submitting. Yeah,
you start today. How long have you been doing cartoons for the New Yorker?
Maybe 2 years.
2 years? Not bad.
I started in 2019, but I didn't make any comics at the first year of the pandemic.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, I think the pandemic slowed a lot of us down. We still, I feel like it was there was a lot of things I wanted to be doing and then couldn't do aside from streaming and podcasting and stuff. So we were kind of limited to that. But then everything else, it was well, you can't go out and do stand-up really. Yeah. Don't really want to do a Zoom show. You can't really do a lot of stuff. But either way, it feels like the pandemic sort of zapped a lot of us of the motivation, the energy that gives us life to make stuff, make content for you people.
Yeah.
What do you mean you?
The people watching us.
Oh, yeah.
YouTube.com.
Leo, the Incredible. Oh, yeah.
What's up, Leo?
Also, if you pay us $5 a month on Patreon, you can watch us live.
Yeah, you should do that. I don't have a job right now. I would really love it if you guys would donate to us on Patreon. It would mean a lot.
I don't have a job either.
Woo!
Yeah.
Cheers to this awesome economy, folks.
I was just asked to apply a job that my roommate got fired from.
What if you got the job your roommate got fired from? That'd be kind of awkward, right?
No, it'd be great. I think it'd be hilarious. We're not friends.
Well, still, you got to share. Fun, you got to share a kitchen space, a living area, and you're going to be like, "Oh, rough day at the office today. I was you."
Yeah. I did what you fucked up.
Yeah. Basically, everywhere that you fucked up, I'm picking up the slack, and they are talking shit about you at the water cooler. Let me tell you.
They're basically being like, yeah, did you hear? She left a dog in a hot car.
Is that why she got fired?
No.
I was going to say that. Okay, well, she deserved it if that's the case.
I mean, that's not related to job performance if she did that.
Yeah. That would be a nightmare. But yeah, like I said, you do not local comedy. What the hell is local comedy?
I don't do really comedy or stand-up anymore. Actually, cartooning is, the story is I was doing co-producing an alt variety show called Freak Fest, and then I got fired, and I reevaluated my life, and I got a job as receptionist, and then I started doodling cartoons. Someone said, you should do New Yorker, and I'm like, what's that? And then I got the job.
It's in New York, right?
Yeah. Yes. I believe so, Grant. I believe so.
It's in the World Trade Center.
Is it really?
Yeah, I got to go up to their floor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, lots of they have so much security with the new one, and I'm like, guys, the last one came from the outside.
Yeah, what are you guys doing on the ground floor? That's not where it happened. Yeah, that's the only part that stayed.
Yeah, just let anyone go. That's the internal security is not what caused the last one.
Yeah, here's my badge. I'm not flying a plane. Don't worry.
To be fair, they did blow up a bomb in it in 1992.
That was someone drove into it in 1993.
Yeah, I was close on two fronts.
Those buildings are cursed.
New York is a hellhole.
Yeah.
And you know how I feel about hellholes.
They suck.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, they suck.
That's a Simpsons reference.
Nice.
Oh, my editor actually just messaged me.
They said, we want to publish 10 pieces right now. We just caught your live broadcast on Thought Cops. Turns out your editor is Leo the Incredible, the only person in the chat right now. How exciting. Leo. But no, I do feel what you're saying about stand-up and stuff, because I was fairly active pre-pandemic, and then pandemic happened. I fell out of it. And I've done it when I'm feeling like it, but then
I haven't had really any ambition to get back into it. TBH.
I know. You've got your TikToks. I've got the articles. We've got the podcast. And then it's stand up. It's when I feel up to it, I'll get up there and do it. But it's just, the grind, man. It's the grind.
And
I'm sick of the grind.
When I went to an open mic, I didn't recognize anybody.
Yeah, I'm searching around. I'm where is Aaron Klopfer? Now I'm scared.
He died.
That sucks.
I know.
I like that guy. He was
he was nice.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Breaking news, folks. Aaron Klopfer. He, as far as I can tell, he's still alive and posting that he pooped his pants at Trader Joe's on Facebook. So don't worry, folks.
It's just his parents who are dead.
That's true.
Yeah.
Which, yes, if you've ever seen an Aaron Klopfer stand-up show, you'll get that one.
Yeah.
But let's move on to a little bit of show news of our own.
Playing
like I said, Grant and I are practically begging you folks, go to youtube.com/thoughtcops, hit that red button. I think it's a red button that says subscribe on it. Click on that. Hit that with your finger. You're going to get all the updates. We got highlight clips. We got full episode videos. We got all kinds of exciting stuff. I uploaded the full version of Grant's In Minecraft song recently. So if you want to hear that, because that was only in a re-education video, and I was like, I love that song.
Deserves its own video.
It's a parody of In Heaven, the Lady in the Radiator song from Eraserhead. So if you ever thought to yourself, gee, I wish I could hear a parody of this, but it's about the game Minecraft, and how you can say things on Twitter that are illegal, but if you follow them up with Minecraft, you don't get in trouble.
Neither of those things, neither Minecraft nor David Lynch are niche, but combined, it's so niche.
With those two forces combined, we truly have alienated our audience.
It's just one of those things. It's I've seen that movie so many times. I know the song. And when we started saying In Minecraft, it's just in Minecraft, how about in heaven?
Yeah, I know.
It just goes together.
I went and saw at the Music Box Theater. Me and friends of the show, Nico and Sleep Science, a.k.a. Josh, went and saw back-to-back was Lost Highway and Eraserhead, and the song comes on, and I'm thinking of Grant's song the whole time, and I'm thinking Grant did it better. I'm going to be quite honest, folks. So, no shade to the folks behind Eraserhead. Mr. Lynch, I'm a big fan, but put Grant in your next Twin Peaks.
You probably should. You know what I was just thinking about is I wonder how many fans of like Mega 64 or like other sources that like just recently started listening to us because like Sean was on an episode, sitting here listening to this fresh new episode going, who the fuck is Aaron Klopfer?
That's a dumb question. They know who he is. Everybody knows who he is.
You should if you don't, but I'm just saying.
Just know his poop and his pee-pee and jokes about that, and that's a great gateway. He
was also on our legendary episode where we interviewed the one and only Elon Musk.
Right. So classic.
Yeah, kind of making freaking internet history with that one. Speaking of internet history, follow us on TikTok. We got a TikTok at Thought Cops. We're putting up clips and highlights from the show, all the memories. If you've been listening for a long time, you're going to be sitting through these videos and going, you're going to be feeling nostalgic thinking about all the wonderful episodes of Thought Cops of yore. And if you're a new fan, you can think to yourself, wow, I've really been missing out. Look how funny this show is. And it has been for 5.5 years. Incredible. I got to check it out. And you're going to see the clips. You're going to go back in history and watch everything there is to offer. And you can also watch us stream over at twitch.tv/ThoughtCops, where Grant has diligently been playing his way through Dark Souls for the first time.
And I've been doing pretty okay at it.
I was going to say, I think you finally got past where I got stuck. I got stuck
a little further than that. But
have you played Dark Souls at all?
Once.
It's hard. It's a hard game, and I only got into it maybe for the first time like last year or two, and I got stuck at a boss. And then Grant started playing recently. I think you got further. I got stuck at that Moonlight Butterfly.
Oh, that was easier than the gargoyles.
Okay.
The gargoyles were fucking hard. The Moonlight Butterfly, you just dodge a bunch and then...
Well, I didn't have any projectiles, so
I didn't either. I just ran around until it landed. It's like, why would you land? You have wings. Just keep firing at me.
You're clearly at an advantage. But I'll have to watch the VODs to see how you did.
I beat the Capra Demon, which I think is one of the harder ones because it's in a tiny, tiny little room. You get a little room and a big demon, little goat man.
That's going to be tough to dodge around, and you can find all that.
I did it.
So you can see how to, if you're stuck at that boss at home, you can watch us on twitch.tv/ThoughtCops.
Watch me beat it in 107 tries.
Yep. Only 107. Wow, it's really good.
Oh, I beat it in 103.
For me, that's good. Anywho, let's move on to our very famous, very favorite segment of the show called 2 Minutes of Hate, where we like to blanket punish all that annoying random crap that we see on our phone screens and our computer screens every single day of the week. My 2 minutes of hate this week is cover letters. As I said, I have freelance work, as you know, but I don't have. I got laid off from my day job back in June suddenly, and I've been looking for new work, and I'm doing these cover letters, and I hate the job application. I hate the application process, but it's made all the worse because of cover letters. Like, what is this crap? I got my resume. That's where I went to school. Here's where I used to work. Do you want to hire me? Yes or no? Okay, fine. And all these jobs, I'm on LinkedIn, and it's like, buy LinkedIn Premium to see how you stack up to the other 307 applicants. And I'm like, I would rather not and just see what happens. But
you know, Kevin, I keep saying nobody wants to hire anymore.
Nobody's hiring anymore.
Nobody wants to hire anymore.
Like,
you're so fucking lazy. Like, get to work, do your job. Your job is hiring people. Fucking do it.
So
what are you doing?
It just comes
down
off
to your ass.
It comes down to, like, if you're getting all these applications,
if you have time to inquire, you have time to hire.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
so it's like that old adage. Yes,
yeah.
But I often do feel like if I'm, and I'll be honest, I do just kind of use the same one and just change out the couple words.
That's all.
Whatever's written.
That's not gonna write the whole thing. Does.
I hope so. I hope, because I'm sitting there like, oh, they're never gonna catch on to me.
Nobody reads the things. They just send it through a fucking robot that just like highlights the relevant words and goes, okay, here you go. 98% match. Hire this guy.
That's exactly what I've been seeing, because I've been seeing people because a lot of other people got laid off from my last job too, and they've been like saying they've applied to like 200 jobs, got one interview, and they're like, what is going on? And it's just people are like, oh, you have to include specific keywords. So it's like, okay, so human beings are not looking at these resumes.
No.
Why am I putting effort into this cover letter?
Right.
You're not going to read it. I saw how many people applied to this on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
There's no way you're reading all of these.
You know what you should do?
I just lie.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't lie for anyone watching this who wants to hire me. I don't lie.
I do.
But if you're looking for a truth teller or a liar, you have two options here. Two people who are both unemployed. But it just comes down to why, like, you have the information on the resume. It's all there. Like I said, here's what I do. And then the cover letter is just a bunch of filler. Like it,
It's usually, yeah.
I'm really good at task management. My skill set includes doing tasks and managing them.
I usually found what helps is I name specific like moments that happened like on jobs or challenges that like demonstrate that I have that. Or again, I just lie. I just fake a scenario that happened in my last job, say how I handled it, and then...
Hey, if you believe it, is it a lie?
No. That's what George Costanza said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Should get into the importing-exporting business. Or was it exporting-import? I don't remember. Art Van
Import-export.
We have
Cashew in the chat says, are you formatting it right? Oh, God, I'm formatting.
The formatter. How is that?
All our meme heads out there know what's happening.
You can pretty much imagine what the Wojak would look like, I guess.
Yeah. Looks just like Kevin.
Getting a really good application, even if you're like not qualified, is great. It got me an interview with the Smithsonian.
How are you doing this? You got the New Yorker, the Smithsonian. Do I really just have to go to the World Trade Center and just go like, extra, here's my resume. I work at Hard Drive, Hard Times, Minus World.
Yeah, you just have to like, I will like, with the New Yorker, I didn't submit online because that's what everyone was doing. So I just like actually
No, that's smart.
There.
That is smart because it's like you have to think like outside the box. If everybody is doing this.
If I have any like words of advice for people, like within the confines of ethics, like find a way to actually like stand out and like show that you will take initiative. And
that is true. I will say, like, when I interned at The Onion back in like 2014, and I applied probably like 25 times, and I would do it like 3 times a week, just send my application in over and over, and then they finally gave me an interview, and they were like, "Oh, we see you've applied a lot of times." I'm like, "Yeah, I just really want to work here."
Yeah,
and I ended up getting it, at least the internship. So.
I want to be the next SNL cast member.
That kid had moxie.
I'm a contender. Hi, Lorne Michaels. I'm Jake Novak. And I understand you feel like the Heat because your show's about to lose Kyle, Kate, 80, and Heat. So you have an open seat. Yeah. That really stood out to me.
I am flabbergasted.
You probably didn't even mean to memorize that, did you?
No.
That just happened naturally.
I
can tell.
Yeah, it really did because
it's an earworm.
I just was like so fixated on like,
it's been like a month of watching everyone talk about this guy.
Well, then he had that interview with Vulture.
Yeah,
I've been meaning to read that.
I didn't read it, but I saw that it happened.
He's a harmless guy, but he's so, this is mean to say, but he's so inconsequential to the world. He's not like...
You're not wrong.
It's true.
Yeah. He's not presenting any new ideas. He's a Disney adult, and...
Yeah.
Literally, he works at someone like fucking doxed him. He works at like Disneyland as like a performer.
Fired for that. It
yeah.
Too much attention.
I was reading that. Yeah.
I remember the Peter Pan Tumblr incident of
Jesus.
20. It was like 2018.
Was that about like the main actor from Peter Pan?
No, Bobby Driscoll. No, but that is an interesting story. Now he's buried on Hart Island anonymously.
Jesus.
No, there was a Peter Pan actor at Disneyland or World. I can never tell. And he was just like so good at the job that he made rounds on Tumblr. And so people were going to Disney just to see him and take photos with him. But because if you're a Disney character and you draw too much attention, you get fired because what happens is
we got to code 606. Peter Pan.
You're too good at your job. Oh, you did the job too good. You can't do it too shitty. You can't do it too good. If you do too good at your job, we're gonna throw you in the fucking gulag.
We're gonna
throw you in that alligator that eats the clock. You're gonna spend time in the clock alligator.
Yeah. At Auschwitz they put in pick me girls. Or what? No, attention. I don't know. Okay, basically people.
Pick me girls.
Popular people were put in Auschwitz. No, but basically what happens is if that character is not there, then it ruins like a lot of the like theater or what is it, amusement park guests begin to complain.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, Disney adults suck.
We really are having a great time on the rides and the food and everything, but we were wondering where Goofy was.
Yeah, this $40 corn dog filled with pickles really helped my gallbladder, and I loved waiting 2 hours to go to the Tipsy Tubas, but yeah. Where's Pluto?
Just had a random memory of like eating a corn dog and running into VG Donkey at Disneyland.
What?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, like it was like for
he was part of
it was for Mega 64 game days, but I remember we were just like me and my friends were eating corn dogs, and it's like, oh look, it's VG Donkey, and I got a picture with him.
That's cool. I know he lives in Madison, so he doesn't live too far from us.
That is true. Yeah.
I don't know. Kevin and I drove to Madison one time, and that was pretty far, and I don't want to go again
for Shrek Fest.
Yeah.
I think they're doing Shrek Fest this year in like Milwaukee.
I would drive to Milwaukee for that.
We gotta go. Well, now we become like, good friends with Grant Dufferin, who runs the event through 3GI.
I forget when that is.
That's going to be amazing.
I forgot. We'll have to figure that out.
I think, isn't it normally in September? We'll touch base.
Billy Joe Armstrong. Don't miss this.
Wake me up when Shrek Fest ends.
Yeah, just trip and fall over the punchline.
Anyway, cover letters suck.
Dude, I got a punishment. Human beings aren't reading this, but machines are. Just highlight everything in your cover letter, switch your font to Wingdings, and then just hit send.
See what happens.
Should be your punishment. Just you're not fucking reading this, and they know that the scribble is a W, so like, what the fuck does it matter? You're not reading my cover letter. You don't give a shit.
That's a great
Wingdings.
That's a great way to test the system too, because you can be like, I want to see if these are actual human beings reading this or not, because if they get back to me and say they want to hire me, I'm going to be like, there's no way you read that. That was all like smiley faces and like Egyptian hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
Wingdings 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Who knows?
They
There's a lot of Wingdings.
They never read it. I once got an email that was, we see your experience at the New Yorker would make you an excellent candidate for TSA at O'Hare.
Yeah. It's always like, I don't know where the connect is here, but I guess I'll try. When you guys were kids, did you ever like test out what all the Wingdings were? Like,
I mean, I'm sure I did when I was like really bored. I just don't really have fond memories of it.
I have a memory of like going on like whatever Microsoft Word and like changing it to Wingdings and typing each letter and seeing what it was. Ooh, it's a little bird. It's a smiley face.
Yeah. I would do that in like a computer class. The class when we did computer.
The class learning the computer. I remember they used to have
type this sentence, and you type the sentence and be like, fuck, I'm done already, and we have another hour. Let me type some Wingdings out.
I remember like they would put the cover over your hands because they didn't want us looking at our fingers when they're typing. And then I'm like, this is hard to type because there's like a blanket on my hands.
Yeah.
And I kept failing it.
I remember, we had these things that were like these tiny, we didn't have real computers, but they were these specific like typing things. And it was called like Type to Learn. And then you had to answer these questions for typing. And then we were graded on it. And so there were questions that we typed. And one was like, how many toes does a 3-toe sloth have? And I was like, oh yeah, 3. And they're like 12. I'm like, bitch, that's math. Like, choose your subject.
Yeah, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to play Mario Teaches Typing, and that's it.
Oh, what was that one game? Mario is Missing?
Yeah, Mario's Missing. Mario Teaches Typing, and then there was like one more. Hotel Mario.
Yeah, bootleg stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I remember them. They're terrible.
Yeah, awful games.
So bad.
But Mads, what is your 2 minutes of hate? What's bugging you?
Oh God, what isn't?
Preach.
Yeah. I guess.
It's a tough choice. I get it.
I know. Just everything kind of pisses me off.
You can just do a stream of consciousness. Just say everything that comes to mind right now.
Where to begin?
Oh, man. Fuck. Oh, that's my impression of guys. Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Oh,
fucking.
Fuck.
That's an episode of Thought Cops. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's half an episode of Thought Cops between the.
Shit. Oh, shit. No,
Yeah.
dude.
Fucking.
This is literally me
I'm gonna
playing Dark
say-
Souls.
Yeah.
That was me playing probably anything.
Mario teaches typing.
I
Where the fuck is the H?
type. Oh fuck. Honestly, well, because I suck at I like video games, but I suck at them. 'Cause I just. What is pissing me off? I guess like people in Chicago who dress up like cowboys. Seeing those really pisses me off.
Yeah, what the hell is that? Who is that cow? The Lori Lightfoot cowboy, whatever, that guy with the voting.
The dreadhead cowboy.
Yeah.
And then there was like the census.
That was the census cowboy on
Why are
horseback.
there so many cowboys?
Wait, hold on. Speaking of cowboys, we're actually taste testing, or I'm taste testing something
No,
called
I am too.
ranch water.
Wait, is that the spicy one?
I have spicy. What
Can
flavor
I
do you
try
have?
it? I just have plain.
Plain. Well, let's see.
The two flavors, ladies and
The two
gentlemen.
genders, original and spicy.
Spicy and normal.
These are
I think it's because I lived in
seltzers, by
I
the
lived
way.
in Tucson, so seeing like fake cowboys is like
Oh man, that's
very cringe.
interesting.
Okay, hold on, let me.
I'll pour a little in there. Yeah. It says here, made with 100% agave, natural lime juice, and jalapeno flavors. Just to warn you,
folks. If you're not watching this on YouTube right now, you're missing out. I don't.
Oh, it's
not
okay.
too much foam on that pour.
When I lived in Tucson, my friends, like during the movie theater shift, we would like bet our tips of like, if you eat this, I'll give you my tip at the end of the day, and it'd be like the nastiest shit. So I'm okay with eating like I actually love eating gross shit. For like,
I mean, same.
Yeah,
but this is
no. I don't eat shit at all.
Eyeballs.
You don't eat shit, dude?
No. I'm just better than that. I don't know.
Pieces of shit like you for breakfast. You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
Got his ass.
Oh, no.
What
Shooter McGavin.
Idiot.
One of cinema's all-time greatest villains.
He was great. That was great.
That actor is a mean man.
I think he got arrested like a year ago.
Did he?
Yeah.
Was he like, I'm not going to wear a mask or something? Was he one of those guys?
No, I think he killed a 12-year-old.
Oh, that's I don't like the new Happy Gilmore sequel.
Yeah. Have you seen his Adam Sandler's new movie Hustle?
No.
I actually really like it.
Is it like a Happy Madison Adam Sandler flick, or is it like a Uncut Gems Adam Sandler flick?
It's more of that.
You got my attention.
He plays like this scouter or recruiter for the 76ers.
I saw like a preview for that or something.
I really liked it. I mean, it's like a nice like believing in the underdog, and the guy he's recruiting is from Espan. But I highly recommend seeing Hustle. I think being a comedic actor for so long makes you just like a significantly superior dramatic actor.
I've always thought that like Adam Sandler is like a very talented actor.
Yeah, he's such a good
I'm always rooting for him. He's got a lot of stinkers. Let's be real. But like I'm always
the movies that he's in are not good.
What was your Adam Sandler movie as a kid?
Favorite one?
Yeah, because we all had that one that we just watched over and over.
Oh, definitely Happy Gilmore.
Same.
Yeah.
I know this is like a weird answer, but I always really liked 8 Crazy Nights, and I don't know why. I think it was
because all the poo humor.
It made me feel sad as a kid, and I hadn't seen like a movie that was like that was like, oh, this is kind of how I feel on the inside. Yeah. Terrible movie.
That was your representation?
Yeah, I was just like, man... the way that he's self-destructing is like making me like feel like
that is true.
Like, and that's why I like Adam Sandler so much, because it's like I know that he has that range. I know that he can do that. He's capable.
Honestly, the movie, his dead parents, poo humor. It's about Aaron Klopfer.
Oh my god! I want to see an 8 Crazy Nights reboot with Aaron Klopfer. I'd
be 100%.
I would kill for that.
Does Aaron play basketball?
No, but
we got to teach him.
Jews like basketball.
That's a thing. Bernie is fucking out there sinking 3-pointers.
I love watching basketball. That is the funnest fucking sport to watch.
Also, real talk, the animation in 8 Crazy Nights is
fantastic.
Gorgeous. It is it's some of the most amazing Sakuga you'll ever see.
I love the singing where the coach was like, bum,
it's so fluid.
Bum, and I thought that was I thought that was so fucking funny.
And seeing Davey hit the basketball court, like he takes his shirt off and he's like, and he's playing. What the hell is the old guy's name?
Whitey or something.
Whitey, Whitey.
That's a technical foul. Wow, I remember so much from this movie.
Right?
Yeah.
What are we talking about? We're talking about.
I was talking about how I hate drugstore cowboys in Chicago.
Oh right,
Cowboys,
yes.
You ever be to you ever be to that? You ever be to that cowboy store that's it's on like Western Avenue? There's a cowboy store.
Western Avenue, Western wear. I don't know. If that's
that might be it?
I don't know if that's what it's called.
There was
I've gone by it.
Yeah, but it closed.
There's one that's in like Ukrainian Village. We got
I've driven by it because it's got that big
horse,
horse on top.
Oh.
Yeah,
the cowboy store. You go there, you buy a cowboy.
That's cool.
Save a horse.
Ride a cowboy.
Sorry, that was a spicy burp.
Yeah, I mean this is gonna be.
Have you been to Annie's in Ukrainian Village on Chicago?
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like this Ukrainian grocery store, and then they have a hot bar, and it's like because in Soviet Union. Like all the restaurants were just sort of like that cafeteria style where it's like, what do you want?
Oh, yeah.
And they have that in Ukrainian Village and it's fucking delicious. Have you been to Red Apple, the Polish buffet?
I know. There was one in Logan that closed down.
I don't remember.
No, because it moved up north.
Oh, that's good to know because it was one of those things where I would walk by all the time and I was like, I gotta go there. I've heard great things.
We gotta go. We gotta bring buffets back, man. Have you ever gotten drunk off pierogies and pork? It's great.
I think so.
There's alcohol in those. I've been doing them wrong.
I've been to like a lot of those like Polish delis that have the hot bar and stuff, and like I have bought like so
there used
much.
to be this fucking place. I'm so fucking bummed about it. There used to be this place on Wells Street in the Loop called like Pierogi Heaven. And it was just like a small, tiny little like storefront. Like they would only have like 4 chairs in there, sort of place, just
That's
tiny. And it was just like the best.
It's just for us. Yeah,
you just get that like in the middle of the workday.
Oh, that's how you fucking know.
But I know our listeners are probably pounding their desks right now. And saying,
who's Aaron Klopfer?
They're going to say,
what are these places?
When are they going to start talking about cowboys again?
Let me pull up a photo of Aaron Klopfer.
Well, while you're doing that, do you have a punishment for the Cowboys in Chicago?
I think they should actually live and work as a cowboy for a week.
Yeah.
Like an actual cowboy. Here's Aaron Klopfer.
Oh, wow. That's for the folks at home. Yeah. Maybe for the people, this is your first video episode. That is one of our most beloved guests on the show.
Truly.
Chocolate. I believe that's chocolate all over his face.
That's the cake kid. No, that's Aaron Klopfer.
Yeah. Aaron Klopfer, the cake kid, we call him, actually.
Yeah.
Grant,
Speaking of Aaron Klopfer,
is he your 2 minutes of hate?
He's currently living rent-free in your guys' head. You guys ever hear that? You ever go on the internet and someone's talking about someone and somebody else goes, rent-free?
I hate to say it, Grant.
Free rent.
Yes, all the time.
I'm living inside of your head. I got a nice little flat.
The eel pit lives in my head rent free. It's my favorite TikTok. This guy made an underground live eel pit in his house. So he just lifts up this like sewer grate.
That sounds awesome.
It's super cool. And so he named his 2 of his eels Crunchwrap Supreme and Mentally Eel.
Wow.
Is this man a large rat that is currently training turtles in the ways of martial arts?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Eels! That would be awesome.
I was going to say, you ever seen that Mr. Show sketch with like Sulu the lizard? Because that is exactly what that sounds like. Just some guy who buys a bunch of exotic reptiles and they just die. Dude, fucking Sulu passed away.
No. No, but that is hilarious.
But the lizard is played by Bob Odenkirk, if that helps.
Incredible.
Yeah.
His son does comedy in Chicago now.
Yeah. I know his nephew as well. I used to work with him.
Okay.
Yeah. The Odenkirks are a household name here in Chicago comedy.
Hey, Bob, go on Thoughtcast.
Yeah, let's get him on. Come on, Bob.
Might as well.
Hey, Bob. Join Thought Cops.
Join the Discord server first.
I was about to say join me for a thing, but I'm like, I don't do anything that involves like hanging out with other people. I've just been binging Succession and Simpsons.
Rent free in your head, Succession.
Dude, it's so fucking good.
Rent free.
Rent free.
You got to start paying, or you got to start charging.
You got to start charging people rent. That's the punishment, I guess, because that's always the thing where it's like, okay, What's the thing this week? What's the thing that someone did something?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump did
no good
something, and some people are like, "Hey, what's this Donald Trump guy doing this week?" And people go, "Huh, rent free." And it's like, I'm responding to the story. I went to the comment section and I typed a little comment. People, he's living rent free. He's on my eyeballs right now. I'm looking at a picture of him because the news won't stop talking about him. That's not rent free. That's just the internet.
Well, I hear that.
We're all on it. You're also commenting on it.
Ivana Trump's grave is living rent free in my head more because that is truly
she's living rent free on his golf course.
Disrespect I've ever seen.
That is insane.
Oh my god!
But when I hear that, like, somebody does comment and say they're rent free, and I'm like, oh, that's a problem. I pull out my email and I'm like, I gotta start. I draft up an email to Donald Trump and I'm like, sir, you have been living rent free in my head for some time, and this is an issue. As the landlord of my head, I do have to charge you $12.75 a month to be living in my head. I know that's not exactly what you expected, and we have raised the rents because of COVID. So sorry to say, but because of the last 4+ years you have been living rent free in my head, I will have to charge you for all of that. And then everything else moving forward.
And then you coat everything inside your head with just 7 layers of white paint.
Yeah, like now I'm giving myself lead poisoning just because I want it to be like the apartments I live in.
I say we bring that Mao Zedong guy back. We bring him back from the dead.
We should totally kill 20 million more people.
And nobody will be rent free.
Well, the landlords.
No, but they'll be food free and die.
Food free or die.
That was kind of cool. I hate Nancy Pelosi like anyone, but that is kind of cool. She went to Taiwan.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have strong opinions on global politics because I don't know a lot. And the more that I learn, the less I feel like I know. So,
dude, I know. It's so funny now. People realize Shinzo Abe was a racist fascist who oppressed many minorities in Japan, but was still taken down by a duct tape gun.
It's also weird too. I guess that the thing was he was like a Moonanite or something like that. Was
what?
The thing? He was like a cult member.
He was a Boston bomber.
Wait,
remember that?
Moonanite was that's a Korean cult.
Yeah, he's not.
Moon.
Well, no, the Moonanites isn't that the dudes from Aqua Teen Hunger
That's
Force
what I thought. Remember those? Not Boston. It was
the
Atlanta.
Moonies. I think he was like a Moonie.
Yeah,
not the way that you spell my name.
MOONIE. Grant, that's your uncle.
I'm not a cult member. I don't belong to even the religion that I grew up in.
We've been talking so much about Uncle Shinzo in front of you.
I'm a cat-holic. Well, to be fair, I do have 2 cats still, so.
Oh, cat. Oh, that's fun.
The puns don't stop.
What'd you say, Kevin?
I said
something about Shinzo.
Oh, I said I didn't mean to say anything nasty about Uncle Shinzo. Shinzo Mooney.
I call him Daddy Moon.
If you haven't listened to Thought Cops before, every week we investigate the internet's outrage-inducing news stories. And sometimes, if they're lucky, we sentence each perpetrator to a cruel and, unusual punishment.
Thank you for the assist.
Sometimes more unusual than cruel. Sometimes more cruel than unusual. When Luke was on here last, he's like, my punishment is sentence him to death.
Lethal
That's
injection.
Pretty cruel.
Yeah.
I think people should just be kicked in the neck.
Pretty unusual.
Or kicked in the nuts. Oh, my nards!
Speaking of which, Kevin, you got some stories.
Yeah, I got some stories. I got some stories.
And by news stories, I mean tweets. You got some tweets that you want me to pull.
So basically, the media landscape is a complete mess.
Yeah.
HBO and Discovery have merged. So,
did we know this was going to happen, or is this like
a... If they cancel season 2 of Peacemaker, I will flip my shit.
I don't think they're going to do that because
Jason Gunn said it was safe, but I'm also
okay. Yeah.
But they are just... It's, I think I gave my key to the city a couple episodes ago to Joe Pera because his show got canceled, and I want to say it was
part of it.
I think it was because of the Discovery merger, if I recall correctly. I saw somebody post about.
So what?
And
so Cartoon Network is
Warner Brothers, they own Cartoon Network.
I don't know who the fuck owns anything anymore. There's too many companies, but also not enough companies at the same time. I hate this.
Nestle or something.
Yeah.
Nestle Plus.
They're all owned by BlackRock, to be fair.
So basically, yeah, Warner Brothers. It's a Warner Brothers thing, but this like I think they own both HBO and Discovery and put them on the same thing. So it's like they've also been. What's so frustrating about it is they've been like disappearing a lot of things off the service.
They just throw a bag on a movie's head and just
basically they put like a bag over Seth Rogen's head from American Pickle and just drag him out in the desert and shoot him, because that's what's basically happening. You ruined it for me. All this, sorry for the spoiler alert for American Pickle. You'll never know because you can't watch it now. Is that movie good? I have no idea. I didn't watch it.
I was forced to watch it, and it sucked.
I mean, it's just one of those things where even if I didn't watch it, but it's like, but what if I wanted to? Now I can't, because it's like it would be one thing if it was like, it was from somewhere else, but it was an HBO Max original along with several other shows. I think like Vinyl and some other stuff that were just like pulled off the service. So it's like you can't buy them anywhere. You could only get them on HBO Max, and they just cut them for tax write-off reasons. Netflix just like warns you. They're like, hey, July 31st, fucking whatever movie's gone. You want to watch it? That's not like Netflix original stuff. That's like if Netflix is like, hey, Stranger Things season 1 will be gone. Don't know where else you're going to find it. And still, at least they'd warn you. Yeah. Yeah. So it's not just like previously aired content. It's also stuff that was yet to come out. The big one, I guess, was there was a Batgirl movie that was coming out. Brendan Fraser, and that's actually the saddest part of it all. But he's going to be in the new Darren Aronofsky movie. Yeah, The Whale. I saw that. So basically, this movie, as far as I know, was like practically complete, practically done. And now it's just not going to happen unless we get the Snyder cut going again. Was it Zack Snyder directing it? No, it wasn't. But I guess we could just the hashtag. We could still use it for this. I guess that means that Alicia Silverstone still remains the only Batgirl. That's embarrassing. That is really embarrassing. Yeah, it's this actress, Leslie Grace, who is in the movie, and I think she put out like a statement about it. She said, to every Batgirl fan... Oh, man, I just got really nervous because I read this sentence that said the DC comic Batgirl will be completely shelved. A top Hollywood source told Tim Pool. Oh, but no, it said The Post. He's living rent-free in my head, folks. You got to charge him, man. What's he doing up there? I honestly wouldn't be shocked because I feel like DC movies have been more on the up and up lately, and they just like really cannot afford. If it's like that bad, they have more money now because their movies are doing, I guess, better. They're all living on the back of Joker. Yeah, and I hate to say it, folks, but the sequel to Scoob was also canceled. Fuck! Sorry. Yeah, no, that was my response too. My phone. Thank God I have a case on my phone. That's all I'm going to say. But it is a sad state of affairs over there. I don't know what's going on. And it's like there's this tweet here. It said like there was a thing back in June where they had a survey of like the satisfaction rates for every streaming service, and HBO Max was the number one with 94% satisfaction. HBO Max is fucking great. I can't believe. Well, it could be because people have been saying like as of today, shit has been like disappearing off there already, and more to come. And it's like, and yeah, as far as like streaming services go, I know like streaming services are not everybody's bag. But again, they are also the ones that fund a lot of new stuff because most new stuff is coming to like, oh, what's a new Netflix show, an HBO show? It's like you could pirate those shows, but they won't exist if these companies are not funding them. And now HBO, Warner Brothers, and Discovery are like being very selective with what they're putting money towards. And it seems like it's like, well, superhero stuff is popular except for Batgirl, I guess. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Well, and even like I saw something that like they did some survey on like superhero fatigue, and they're like, it's like at the worst that it's ever been, like because of all the Avengers stuff, and then like the amount that has come out, people are just like, why do we have 17 fucking Marvel shows? For me, it's not just superhero fatigue, but it's also like honestly I think it might be like Marvel fatigue for me personally. It's like that in franchise fatigue. Like I'm tired. I don't need more Star Wars. I don't need more. I think it's franchise fatigue, but like what I truly enjoyed, and I don't think anyone gets fatigue out of it, but it's like the sort of
B level or C level like superhero stuff, because I thought that stuff was great. That led to more creativity because there's not many comics or canon about them. So you had these people that were actually able to like be creative with them.
True.
And I thought that was great. And those were doing well, but still I don't.
And we'll get ready for the next wave. We all know what it is. Live action anime. It's already begun, folks. It's already begun.
Just got added to HBO Max. I think.
I saw that. Yeah.
I think Sunday night that's going to be what I'm going to do. I'm really excited to watch it.
Yeah, I think you were the one who recommended it to me originally, and I was like, that sounds interesting. And I just saw last night they put it on HBO Max. But I guess I better watch it soon before it goes bye-bye.
God, can you imagine if HBO just got rid of they got rid of all the anime?
I don't want to imagine it because it makes me go fucking crazy.
I know. I still need to finish Odd Taxi, but that's on Crunchyroll.
And speaking of another conglomerate, they bought Right Stuff today. Yeah, Right Stuff. It's like an anime merchant marketplace, basically. They've been around since like the early 2000s.
Okay, so I probably noticed stuff. I just didn't know the conglomerate name.
Yeah, well, the Crunchyroll owns them now, and it's going to be like, well, why is everything just becoming so fucking like?
That's always how it is. It's all owned by like 6 companies.
Yeah, it's really getting bad out
It's like 5 companies now.
Yeah.
I have another 2 minutes. This is a breaking 2 minutes of hate, everyone. I opened this Slate article and it says, we need to talk about your ad blocker. Excuse me, sir, we need to talk about your ad block. Hello,
like
911. Yeah, someone's using an ad blocker.
It's like a hall monitor now. It's like they just like, excuse me, sir, you have to have a bathroom pass to go to the bathroom. Jesus. And they redirect you to a Slate article about how to disable your ad blocker. Good Lord.
Give me a fucking break.
Oh my God. Anyway, HBO, Warner Brothers, it sucks. It's bad. No Scoob, no Batgirl, no American Pickle. Crap.
Oh my God. Weird Al in the same category as Lizzo and Beyonce.
So there's a reason for that.
We'll be getting into that, but
but the trifecta of Beyonce. Lizzo,
yeah, it's definitely unexpected. So
what do these 3 individuals have in common? Stay tuned.
We'll find out in just a moment. But I would say we got to punish HBO and Warner Brothers unless they want to give us a deal on some sort of
break them up
exclusive. Yeah, break up, guys. It's not working out.
No,
it's obvious. We're all too polite to say anything. But
yeah,
it's kind of embarrassing at this point.
We liked you better separately, okay?
Yeah.
HBO, you were so fun at parties. Warner Brothers, remember the good times?
Honestly, just keep the streaming separate. Separate but equal.
Well, maybe
not that.
Maybe not that.
No, but keep them separate.
I mean, we've said this on the show 100 times, and we'll say it 100 more times until it clicks. It's time to get back into piracy, folks.
Yeah.
I mean,
do what you want because a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
At this point, I mean, like, that they're asking for.
I don't know, man.
Unbelievable.
It's time.
Anyway, we have an amazing musical trifecta here. We have Lizzo, Beyonce, and Weird Al.
They're all working on a song together.
What do these 3 have in common? Let's find out.
Here's another thing that was actually pissing me off. And like, people were making the argument that Lizzo makes music for white people, and it's like, no, she fucking doesn't.
I don't know if I've ever heard a Lizzo song, so there's your answer.
You have, I'm sure.
Very empowering. I like her. Yeah.
You've definitely been watching like TV and
what's a Lizzo song?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm gonna need a sentimental man or woman to hold me. Feeling fancy in my Balenciagas.
Was that an anime opening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I might have
That's the only way that Kevin knows what a song is.
My nails, baby, how you feeling? Feeling good as hell.
Nah, not ringing a bell. I don't know.
Why a man wanna be great? Why a man great when you wanna be great? I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% that bitch, even when I'm crying crazy.
This ringing any bells, Kevin?
No. Not even close.
What the fuck? She's been everywhere.
She wrote that one song that's like, And you don't even understand.
Yeah, that one. Lane.
Yeah, that's...
Also, by the way, I think I'm starting to get used to the spicy ranch water. It's coming around.
Is it better than the one time where we drank sriracha-flavored beer?
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, yeah, it was the worst thing that I've ever
Now
had.
you're bringing back a sense.
Am I giving you heartburn?
Oh, that's not good. As if things couldn't get any worse. HBO, Warner Brothers, Discovery. Now there's a sriracha shortage.
Next thing you know, there's going to be a bacon shortage and a narwhal shortage, and everyone on Reddit's going to kill themselves.
Yeah,
thanks, Biden.
Wasn't there like a salmon shortage in like Norway or something?
Good.
What is happening? Why is everything
There's
so...
too many fucking people.
Let's talk about Lizzo here.
Oh, Lizzo, Weird Al, and Beyonce.
Well, okay, so the thing that they have in common, and this is going to be a different story for each of them, but a couple months ago, Lizzo came out with a song called Girls, spelled Grrls. Keep up, Kevin. Released a single in June, including the lyrics, "I'm a spaz." Now, people said to Lizzo, hey, do you know that word's like, in some countries, that's not like a good word.
And that is our Thought Cops word of the week this week, folks. Spaz. I have the definition pulled up here. It is short for spastic. It means is when you lose physical or emotional control.
Wow,
so
I
spaz.
thought spaz was just sort of like...
So that's we'll get into the etymology of the word. Zwick, bleep the word every time we say it, but only for the feed that goes out to the UK, please.
Oh, please.
So Lizzo had this word in the song, and people said, hey, did you know that like in other countries, like this is not like a good word to use?
Yeah.
And she said, okay, I don't like that. I don't want to do that. You know, like,
yeah.
You know, we all of us that are in this room right now, we all lived through a point in time where a certain musical group, a certain popular musical group had created a song called Let's Get R-Worded in Here.
I knew you were going to say that.
And the chorus is let's get R-worded and ha. Let's get R-worded in here. Let's get R-worded and ha. And and everyone looks at that and they're like, And so they did they edited the song. We don't talk about the R-word song anymore.
What is it now?
Let's get it started.
Oh, right.
Yeah, let's get it started.
There was other options. I
didn't know that was like, that was the album version. They put that on the album and then they came out with like the edit. Elefunk, like song number 4 on the fucking album is the R-word song.
Remember, one of the really
otherwise that was a great fucking song.
Remember one of the funniest like politically correct music edits ever was Mambo number 5. Remember that? Because he said
I don't remember that.
No, who was the Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky?
Oh, a little bit of Monica.
Yeah, because he said a little bit of Monica, and they said that was offensive. So then he changed his the names of the states. Remember that?
Is that
only
real?
Heard the Monica.
That's the man. They tried to make it a thing, but it didn't take.
Was it like after the well, whatever?
Yeah, it was after the fact. They're like, that's offensive. You can't say Monica on a song.
Did you know that I'm Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die was originally I'm Jewish, therefore I should die?
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I still don't.
That's breaking news.
That was the original. And then people were like, that's offensive. I'm like, okay, we'll do I'm Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die. And
they just made the little blue aliens and the computer sing it.
Yeah.
Well, and so Lizzo was like, okay, well, things don't age so great, and I can see how people might sort of whatever. Yeah. And so she was like, I'm just going to change this.
How old is the song?
I don't care. It's like a couple months. It's new.
Oh, a couple months ago. That was a long time ago.
And so Beyonce also apparently did the same thing. I'm reading this article as fast as I can right now, but Beyonce also...
you're like going through quick. Wow.
Beyonce also released a song where they had the word spaz in it. And apparently so did, I guess, like, Weird Al probably has, I'm a spaz, like, whatever. I don't know.
What was he making fun of, Grant? I gotta know.
Well, no, so basically all that it is spaz is the R word in the UK.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I think the word Demented is also bad because in Mario World, one of the bosses you defeat has flavor text that comes up and it says it's the like Demented Lemmy Koopa or something. And new releases of the game have it changed.
So the reason why I know spaz is a bad word is because they edited it out of one of the Paper Mario games.
Really?
It's always like a Mario localization.
Yeah.
So
which one was that?
I don't remember. I think maybe Thousand Year Door.
Oh, I love that.
Well, now you got to stream it.
That's the good one.
Now you got to stream it, Grant.
Oh, I shouldn't have said it.
Wait,
Leo's listening right now.
Was that the one with the butterfly, right?
Butterfly? No, that was Super Paper Mario.
That's right.
Yeah.
That was in your door. Had
dude, it was great.
It was good. I do remember playing
little Yoshi guy.
Oh. I agree. Like, honestly, sometimes there's some things to hold on to, but if it's just like one word or something, like, I just don't care. Like, there are times where I like think of a cartoon and then I'm like, oh, I know this could be taken offensive, so it's not worth it. And then I just toss it aside.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it's just like, especially when it's up to the discretion of somebody to change it, it's just like this is my problem when we were talking about the Dr. Seuss thing a while ago, when the Dr. Seuss estate was like, hey, we're not going to release these books anymore. And then I know there was like an issue with people saying like, oh, Amazon, eBay, whatever, blah, 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 they're blocking sales. I don't care about that. But the initial, like, the estate's like, hey, we don't really feel good about like continuing to print these books, so we're not going to anymore. Yeah, and everyone's like, oh, they're canceling Dr. Seuss. It's like, they didn't want to do it. Lizzo doesn't want to put the song and the word in her song. She took it out. It doesn't fucking matter. She's not bowing to any like demands of people. She's just like a person that's like reflecting on like her point of view honestly and goes, yeah, I don't need to put that energy out into the world. Beyonce's like, I don't need to put that out in the world.
Come on, we all know the truth, Grant. It was obviously Big Spaz had a gun to her head and they were like, take it out.
Didn't Dr. Seuss cheat on his wife so much she commits
Dr. Seuss was a horrible person.
Oh,
he was a horrible piece of shit.
They're canceling a horrible person.
But he did come up with those funny hats.
That's true.
Yeah. When you think of the
weed guy, the weed dealer, where's the...
Remember that with the 90s? Whatever happened to those guys? Guy on a big tricycle, or like he's on stilts and he's always got that fucking Cat in the Hat.
Where did those guys go? I don't know. Like, I haven't seen one of them.
Disappeared. They straight up disappeared.
What the fuck are you talking?
Like in the 90s.
In the 90s, there was a certain type of guy.
They had a tie-dye shirt and Dr. Seuss
the Dr. Seuss hat guy.
He always had bubbles.
Yeah, or he'd be playing hacky sack, or he'd be doing something, and you were just like, that's the drug dealer.
Oh, yeah, like, and they looked like, oh my God.
They always had like the worst facial hair.
Yeah, very patchy.
Oh my God.
I haven't thought about those guys in 20 years.
I know we've talked about it on the show before, and I still haven't found out.
I don't remember.
We have, and I haven't figured out where they've gone.
If you know, please call and leave us a voicemail.
They live on Garbage Island.
Just a bunch of guys on stilts with like bubbles and fucking top hats.
Why were they always into weird hobbies?
It was just like
always stilts or hacky sack or devil stick.
It was when 9/11 happened. They rounded up all the most annoying guys from the 90s and put them on Garbage Island, where they live. Oh, they live off the grid, man.
Netflix has a new documentary on Woodstock '99 too.
And you know those guys have got to be in it.
That's probably what happened. They all went to Woodstock '99 and died.
They got trampled, yeah.
Oh my God.
Dude, watch the hat.
Wow. You just had me thinking, like, I'm just like pondering. I haven't thought about guys like this in so long.
For real, every town parade, there's guaranteed to be one or two of these guys fucking like, we're not in the parade, but they're pretending like they are. Like, who are you?
God.
It's like we always talk on the show about
to, like, Primus?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like we always talk about on this show. What's the thing about new guy just dropped? Where did the old guys go? Where did these guys go?
Old guy just deleted.
Drop those guys.
My new favorite new guy that just dropped is the guy who just puts on all his shorts. Like,
I saw that on Twitter. The shorts fetish guy. Oh, I'm wearing 20 shorts right now. I'm so fucking.
I fucking love.
Cashew in the chat says off the gritty.
Oh God.
There must be an Urban Dictionary, some kind of name for those kinds of guys in the 90s. 90s stoners.
Yeah, like they just like fell through the generational cracks, you know?
Maybe they just grew up and like kind of got their shit together.
I don't know. I think it was just they were just like so like
Zwick said slackers, and I feel like that's maybe partially, but not.
They're
not
slacker
quite.
adjacent. They're slacker adjacent. They're like
within like the
post-grunge,
Venn diagram.
post grunge, pre 9/11. Do the math.
What are we talking about?
Lizzo.
Lizzo.
With Lizzo. Oh yeah.
Well, Beyonce, I guess.
Weird
Beyonce
Al.
was the more recent one, and then I guess I don't know. I think Weird Al had a song.
And they all
50
looked like
years
Jim
ago.
Brewer.
Yeah, they were like kind of like.
Jim Brewer and Half Baked.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You said Jim Brewer, and like I just started seeing red.
Baggy eyes.
Yeah. He's like he's
so
that guy
tired.
adjacent. Yeah.
Yeah, he has the face of someone who is up till 4 a.m.
Definitely reeks of diet cocaine. Yeah, so my punishment is here. I have a punishment for these guys, and then we can we'll save this story for next time since we're going to be recording again soon. My punishment for I keep thinking about the Cat in the Hat guys. My punishment for this is the punishment. You all ready?
Yeah.
Over in England, they're very concerned with we have words here that we don't say. They have words there that they don't say. And they're telling our people, hey, you guys can't use these words.
Might as well tax us some more, bitch.
Yeah.
We stopped taking orders from you guys a long time
ago. Throw you into the ocean.
We
but they say...
throw our spazzes in the Boston Harbor.
But they say, you can't say that. I say we do a tete-a-tete. We do a trade-off.
Okay.
They give us a word, we give them a word. What the fuck do you guys call your cigarettes over there?
Yeah, we say
what the fuck? What the fuck is that?
You know what I was thinking about
You're
today?
calling a cigarette that? No.
I was just thinking about
bad.
I brought this up to a friend of mine where probably the same people who say, well, why shouldn't I be allowed to say the N-word? Are probably the same people who would be like, ugh, I hate when people say the word moist.
Yeah.
Same people.
Ooh, it's so gross. Ew,
moist is a fantastic fucking word because it really captures what the definition is.
Moist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're saying okay, white people can no longer say moist. New rule.
I'm fine with that. I don't have to do it.
White people just shut up. This is my virtue signaling of the day.
Virtue signaling of the day. You guys, we put a good graphic here.
Shouldn't fucking talk ever. That's my virtue signal.
We're going to get one comment on YouTube that's like, yeah, I like the episode. Didn't like people telling me not to say the word moist. Not a fan of that.
Just the Elon Musk bros still following me around.
Are you serious? Are they?
No, they stopped. Okay. But
how long did that go on for?
Like 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh my God.
Every day.
Was it fun?
It was just medium. It was interesting.
They're not interesting people to say interesting insults.
Yeah,
I didn't engage. I just was like, okay, well, thanks for checking out the podcast, I guess.
So you blocked him
like 2 or 3 years ago. Yes.
Yeah, because he's fucking annoying.
Yeah, that was the reason. Yeah.
I think I did it on the show, but people
we were in the middle of a story, and you're like, I can't take it anymore. I'm blocking it.
I've
Goodbye.
been blocking a lot of people on TikTok. There's this woman who has the world's biggest mouth, and she annoys the shit out of me, so I blocked her. I hate her.
Is that where she's eating that giant sandwich?
Yeah, and I blocked her because I hate her fucking mouth.
Well,
sorry, continue.
I blocked this one guy. He wrote this really inappropriate song. He was like, land of the free, home of the brave, land of the AR-15, land of kids in the grave. It's like, this isn't a song. You can't just make that a song. That's tone deaf. Get this out of here.
Jake Novak.
Yeah, that's a Jake Novak original.
I'm going to be honest. When he goes, children dying in our schools.
Everybody
Like,
loves
that's
that.
Catchy. Yeah.
Makes me want to crawl out of my fucking skin.
Makes me want to shoot myself.
Thanks, Jake.
God.
Guys, let's not bully. That's a big thing right now is like, we bullied him. It's just like some of us.
We're going to move on. I think he's handling it really well. He just disappeared from the internet. He's just going about his life.
He'll be fine. He'll come back. He'll make his shitty songs, and we'll all sort of just collectively unfollow him.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
I watched that new movie on Hulu that's like kind of that is about getting canceled for lying. Was it Not Okay?
Oh, yeah. Hey, friend of the show, Sean Chatfield is in that movie.
Who's he playing?
Oh, yeah.
And he's at the beginning of the movie. He's she's watching like a YouTube video, and he plays
yes.
Oh, like the Todd and Aaron video from Mega 64.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. All the reviews were like, it's enjoyable, but it had nothing to discussions. Like, not every movie has to have a fucking discussion.
Yeah, what does Ant-Man have to add to the discussion? Nothing. It's a guy who gets small and big.
Yeah.
Okay? Nothing needs to be said about it.
But no, I thought it was nice. I like the way they ended it, which was...
I haven't seen it yet. I will be checking it out.
I mean, no, I liked it. But it is about getting completely canceled and justifiably.
That is a movie about Jake Novak.
That was just a guy that did a shitty video.
Yeah.
This was like about someone who straight up lied about being in a terrorist attack.
True. Which you could argue, which is worse. I don't know. Pandering for
Honestly,
a job in SNL or
wanting to be on SNL is pretty.
Hey, I'm not going to write it off. They're going to be like, hey, who's that 32-year-old man on Thought Cops?
Yeah.
Get him on the show.
There's a studio who like approached me and they're like, learn animation and like all this stuff, and I've barely done a thing.
Oh yeah, I think I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, Bento Box.
Mm-hmm.
They're great. They're so great. But I have made almost no progress on the thing they asked me to do.
Well, let this episode be the fire underneath you to get moving. And
hey, Twitch is how we got Smiling Friends, pretty much.
That is true.
So that's when they came up with the concept.
That's what I worry about with like this HBO thing, because like they're like other shows. I think Smiling Friends is okay, hopefully, but
new episodes are coming out on Sunday. Sorry, continue.
Oh, yeah, that's good. The Brazil special, yeah. But it's just like frustrating because there's all this like they like Adult Swim has been putting out so much like unique programming in the last like few years. I mean, usually they do, but they've had a good run.
Yeah.
And then now it's like, well, people want to see Discovery Channel stuff on HBO.
People didn't want to watch that shit when fucking like it was just on normal TV. Can we just like get rid of? How about instead of canceling people, we cancel fucking networks? Like who the fuck is watching Discover? Like
hey,
it's
Discover
like,
this.
Discovery Channel is trying to cancel fucking sharks.
Yeah, and it never takes. Every year around the same time, there's a week where they try to take them down. It's sad.
I hate the people that are
Shark
like
Week's gone woke.
I hate the people that are like unironically into Shark Week. It's like, yeah, Shark Week. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Don't fucking talk to me.
You know who was really into Shark Week?
Who?
Guys who walked around on stilts and had Cat in the Hat hats in the 90s. They would take off work for a week to watch Shark Week and smoke weed. And I miss them.
Like, it's always like one of those people that's like, yeah, Shark Week. And you'd be like, okay, when is it? Did you watch any of it? No.
Fake Shark Week fan.
It's boring. No.
Yeah.
I remember watching it, and it was about, it was about a series of shark attacks on a beach that I had been on that day.
Ooh.
And it turns out it was like, there were these attacks in 1916 where like a bull shark was killing people in the Jersey Shore. I'm like, cool, metal. And then they killed the shark, and the attack stopped. And apparently that was part of the inspiration for Jaws, which honestly, the movie's great, but like what it did for like people's images of sharks,
not good.
It's not good.
Very shark phobic.
Hey, I've seen a couple episodes of that show, Jersey Shore, and I gotta say they probably deserved it.
Yeah. Especially a little kid, Alex, who got killed by the shark. He fucking
No, I meant the Guido.
Alex,
dude,
the situation.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Key to the city.
Key to the city.
Key to the city. Shark Week.
Something. Yeah. Whatever. Sharks.
I love sharks.
They got a bad rap.
My key to the city this week goes to those dudes wearing the Cat in the hat. Like, come back.
Yeah, preach.
Yeah.
Man, we miss you guys.
Where have all the cowboys gone?
Peace Seeker. Do I give a key to the city?
Yeah. You could do a real one.
My dad. No.
Thanks, Dad.
Dad. I don't know. John Fetterman. I hope he wins. That's
is that Pennsylvania?
Yeah, because Pennsylvania's a fucking. So I know Florida.
He's running against Mr. Oz.
Yeah.
Dr. Oz.
Oh, sorry.
He's a doctor.
Oops.
So Florida gets a bad rap of like weird news stories, but that's just because of something called the Sunshine Law, where like all police arrest information has to be made public.
Right.
And it's the only. And based off that, I am so utterly convinced that if that law was in Pennsylvania would be considered the weird state.
So there'd be Pennsylvania man, not Florida man.
And I'm
Too many syllables.
It doesn't roll off the tongue.
Yeah.
But
Philly man.
there needs to be like, Pennsylvania needs its own Casey Anthony.
Philly fanatic.
Yeah,
the original Casey Anthony.
Yeah, he killed his 2-year-old daughter.
He may look like a lovable goofball on the outside, but he has a dark past. And if the Sunshine Act existed there, you would know every single detail.
There's no sunshine in Pennsylvania.
That's true. Which is weird because
it's always sunny.
Thank you. You got to it before I
could. That is the toughest city I've ever been to.
Philadelphia.
I've never been to Philly.
Neither have I. I've heard good things.
I mean, my family's from Pennsylvania, but like, there is so much fentanyl and drug use. It looks like a zombie movie.
I mean, I'm a fan of their cheesesteaks. Those are pretty good.
Yeah, not so much the fentanyl.
I have never had an Chicago Italian beef. Are those good?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole TV show about that.
I watched it. It was very intense.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll be reviewing it soon on Fire Bros.
Right.
Little teaser there. Patreon.com/ThoughtCops. I need a job.
You should totally say, again, on a resume.
Yeah.
Bye.
I reviewed The Bear. I will be reviewing The Bear. I haven't done it yet.
Bye.
Just to let you know, if you want to hear my review of it, $5 a month on Patreon.
Yeah, it's actually only $2.
You get all the content.
But if you pay $5, you can be in the live chats of the episodes.
There more people trickled in since we started. So.
It's a Jackal, Cashew, Zwick, the editor.
It's my shirt.
They're all here for the McBain shirts.
They're all here for the McBain shirt. I love this shirt so much.
But speaking,
I wore it on a date once. It's probably inappropriate.
What do they say? Were they like, who is McBain?
They like that. Actually, I weirded them out because I told them about my off the grid pack that I have now. I have I've been dedicating my backpack to all these supplies for if I ever have to like survive on my own. So there's like an emergency tent and blanket and cash.
You're doing
socks.
EDC, they call that. Everyday carry.
I'm doing EDC, and that's where I lost them.
Damn. They're off the grid. Is that like a hitting the gritty thing?
It's like
Cashew in the chat already made that joke.
I know, but I thought it'd be funny to say.
That's plagiarism, actually.
I don't know what that is.
It's a dance.
You don't want to know what that is.
It's a dance. It's actually really cool. You can do a good. You could hit the gritty, and it helps countries like the UK.
Oh, it's the little kids who are doing the gritty. Oh yeah. That was cute.
It's actually really helpful.
Yeah. I blew out my
Discord
asshole,
server.
and then they did the gritty, and now it's back to normal.
It really fried my brain for a little bit. Anyway, before we get to our final segment, listener voicemails.
It's always, whenever you hate something the most, is like always you come in the next week and you can't stop talking about
I watched
it.
that video like 30 times after the episode, and I was like, I can't get it out of my head. I can't stop thinking about Ball.
Wait,
Ball is
what were
already
they trying
hitting
to
the
do?
gritty.
What were they trying to do again?
Well,
I
basically,
don't know.
you go like this, and then it helps Ukraine.
It does?
And well, you have to join a Discord server, but yeah.
That's amazing.
What's the Discord server called? Big Money Hustlers?
It's called like Young Cash Money Clan or something.
Oh my god,
It's
that's
like
so nice.
completely insane. Just like if you try to watch it and try to absorb any of the information, you will feel the circuit shorting in your head.
Anything that involves kids on the internet, I'm very, or like video recording kids and putting them online, I am not for.
It's just funny because it has all this like the Snapchat text on it. It just says bro and like three skull emojis just because these kids are doing a dance on a gym basketball court. And you have to pay money to get into a Discord server.
You pointed out like the Patrick like
yeah because it says they're doing the gritty for like the UK and all the memes are like talking about how their teeth look bad and stuff. If you watch the video very intently, you'll see it.
It's like, okay, I used to watch, I think they still have the videos on YouTube, but there's this guy that had this public access show where he would be making smoothies and running on a treadmill and then painting at the same time, and it was live, and he would take calls, and there would just be people who would just say anything, but there would be a lot of screamers if people would call in and they just scream into.
Just give him a little scare.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, we got another screamer."
Classic.
I miss public access. Like,
I do too.
It was so. I hate the word, but it was so wholesome. It was so genuine. I miss it. But before we get to our last segment of the show, which is our listener voicemail, it's Mads. If you want to plug everything online, where we can find you and your cartoons and your social media, all that good stuff.
Yeah, so basically I just do, it's all on my Instagram at Madeline Horwath. But yeah, I don't know what to say. It's in the New Yorker's hands when I'm exposed.
The New Yorker. The NewYorker.com?
Yes. If you Google Madeline Horwath New Yorker, that's where my cartoons come up.
There you go.
That's easy.
You find them real easy there, folks.
Yeah.
Take out the guesswork.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Check out The New Yorker.
No, don't read.
Check out the cartoons by one person in The New Yorker. Dude, The New Yorker should be giving us money for this ad.
Yeah, what
boost.
am I doing
what
here?
The fuck?
Yeah, I need this.
Dude, I honestly revel. There's so much New Yorker drama that's like exposed on Twitter and stuff. And honestly, as someone who loves online drama, I'm like, I know they pay my rent, but this is fun to read.
This is juicy.
When we found out that Twitter author worked for Lockheed Martin.
Oh, that was a thing too.
That was a great
main character of the day status.
That was a great day.
But if you don't want to be a main character, or if there's a main character that you've heard of on Twitter that you want to let us know about, give us a call. Our phone number is 312-788-7361, or you can always send us an audio file to thoughtcopspodcast@gmail.com.
Thank you for having me. Even though I must say I'm really tired.
Yeah, you did walk quite a ways to get here.
I walked here. It was an hour and a half after working all day.
Yeah, it's a long walk. I've done it before.
I'm probably going to Uber back.
That's okay.
That being said,
yeah.
Well, so we got so many voicemails that were left this week, but we just decided because we walked all the way over here that we would only play one.
Yeah, it's the right thing to do.
Now, if you guys want to leave a couple hundred more, like Kevin said, 312-788-7361, or send an audio file to thoughtcopspodcast@gmail.com. Sometimes we only play one, and we're like, we should maybe play a couple more of these. So, you all want to fucking maybe leave a couple more.
Well, we got one amazing
We got
voicemail.
one that we're going to play, and then we're
going to hit it
sign
now.
off. Yeah.
Hello, boys. Once again, it is I, Leo the Incredible, gracing your voicemail. Not so much calling in thought crime this evening, more of a venting, a rage. Just something deep down I have to let out while the iron is hot, because I had brought this up in our Discord, which you can get exclusive access to by subscribing to patreon.com/thoughtcops for all the listeners out there. Join in on all the fun. Trust me, it's a great time. Nonetheless, the rage, gentlemen, the rage that sits before us is the thing I had mentioned in the 2 Minutes of Hate section. The 3 C's, gentlemen, the 3 C's of music. If you're not familiar, let me get you up to speed. Counting, clapping, and finally, country. They're the most hated things I think anybody is forced to bear in the world of lyrical music. Okay, so you've got what? Counting? 1, 2, 3. For the last several hours, I've listened to a countryman talk about drinking 1, 2, 3 margaritas. He never makes it to 4, and he never reverses the count to say he got from 3 margaritas down to 0. It simply goes 1 margarita, 2 margarita, 3 margarita, and then they're gone. Okay. It's driving me insane. At no point should counting ever be entered into music. Secondly, clapping. You have to be so unintelligent, so lacking of any kind of talent in order to fill up blank space with the most basic form of music making, the clap. Slap your hands together. You get church people to do that. You get 5-year-old children to clap to music. For an adult to introduce any form of clapping into something that you sell as a product from one adult to the other, I find abhorrent. It is damn near a crime against civilization.
This is just off the top of his head. He's just really this angry.
It makes me think...
Finally, country music is the scourge, the absolute scourge of rhyming or lyrics when it comes to music. You can take the word me and make it rhyme with the word bay, because you mispronounce the word me and make it may. It's the laziest form of singing, of any kind of lyrics. Write down country lyrics on paper and read it straight. It won't rhyme, but you get a country boy to sing it, and suddenly it all seems to make sense. Gentlemen, I've had enough of the 3 C's. I would see them removed from the earth. I would see them destroyed. And that really concludes my voicemail, gentlemen. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Take it easy, guys.
That was unhinged.
Thank you.
That was unhinged.
That was unhinged, but yet concentrated.
Yeah.
It was focused.
Yeah. For a guy that doesn't like counting, you sure did list those off pretty well.
Yeah, multiple times. Yeah. Honestly, it made me think of Strong Bad emails of his bottom 10 list. And he was like, songs that use na-na, doo-doos, or hey-hays in lieu of lyrics.
We got to get Strong Bad on the show.
Dude, yeah. God, I miss that shit so much.
Yeah.
I don't know how to go about doing that, but...
well, he's got a Twitter. I'll ask him.
Okay.
Well, so what's do you have a defense for country music, or is there?
I mean, he's probably talking about, I call it 9/11 country, which is like American. I just call it 9/11 country, but like a lot of country music that I listen to, like this guy Graham Parsons.
Yeah, I mean that's a little more.
Oh, I am accidentally doing a Nazi salute when it's showing up.
I was just thinking it was a friendly wave, but what do I know?
But no, there's a lot of country music that's really great. There are personal
I feel like
stories.
There's a lot of the older type stuff.
Yeah.
I'm usually sort of more a fan of. There's
good new stuff being made, but it's also not being released by record labels. You could say rock music fucking sucks, and it's because you were considering One Republic, like, or like
classic rock.
Imagine Dragons, like the whole of rock music.
Yeah, it's bleak, very bleak.
Yeah, and so it's basically like. That can apply to country music too. Like,
yeah, that's fair.
So I'm a big defender of country music. It can be very like emotional, and it can be stupid but fun.
How do you feel about counting?
No, I actually like it. You know, the part where it gets 5, 6, 7. That's fantastic.
Want to hear a funny joke?
Yeah.
Why was 6 afraid of 7?
Because 7 killed 9.
7. Well, it's actually 7, 8, 9 because like the numbers.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I don't get it.
You got to be a math head to get it, Grant.
I don't get math. I don't understand.
It's not for everybody. It's kind of
like the squiggles on the paper.
Highbrow.
It's like over here.
Sort of highbrow kind of crap.
I like that people are like, we need to get Arabs out, and then we use numbers.
Numbers.
Numbers are Arab.
Are they really? I thought they were...
Yeah, Arabian numerals.
Yeah.
That's what they're called.
No, what the hell are wingdings? I'm still trying to figure that out.
Those are Roman numerals.
You know who loved wingdings? Guys on stilts with Cat in the Hat hats.
Man, you're right.
You know those guys, like they probably invented wingdings. Like they used to work at like Apple in like the 80s, and they're like, what if we came up with wingdings, man?
I'm shocked that you don't want to drive to Madison, because Madison has so many head shops that are like owned by those guys.
Now we have to.
Yeah.
I guess that leaves me no option.
The Thought Cops are going to Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, if that voicemail inspired you, that truly unhinged voicemail, give us a call. Our number is 312-788-7361. Or you can always leave us a voicemail at thoughtcopspodcast@gmail.com. And if you want to support the show, you can give us some money over at patreon.com/thoughtcops. You get a backlog
Kevin's
of bonus
unemployed.
content.
I'm underemployed.
Have I mentioned that yet, folks? You can be a part of the show in our live recording chats. You can call us out on stealing your jokes, which I will shamelessly do so. And, Grant might call me out on it, so you'll get a credit for that. Patreon.com/thoughtcops. I want to give a shout out to our newest patron this week, Christopher Moore. Thank you, Christopher, so much. This time of need. Thank you. Patreon.com/thoughtcops. Or there's a Ko-fi as well in the episode description if you prefer that. Mads, thank you so much for coming on the show. Glad we could set this up.
Appreciate it.
Thank you to the folks listening, and thank you to the fine folks over at Ranch Water Spicy Hearts, or the hard seltzer, the spicy flavor.
This episode of Thought Cops is brought to you by
Ranch Water.
Anyway, see you, Space Cop.
See you next time.
Bye.